So, one of the things that I have come to learn during my healing journey, there are so many things, so many lessons, and I tend to reflect quite often, all the time. But one of the things that I found so ironic is the way that people who have mishandled you, people who have mistreated you, people who have disappointed you, even betrayed you, find a way to not only make you the villain in their story, but also find a way to become victimized when you finally decide to choose yourself. When you finally decide that you're no longer going to stay in that situation, you're no longer going to accept the mistreatment, and when you truly wholeheartedly choose you, and people can tell. People who have wronged you can tell when you have stepped into your power, when you are calling your energy back. They can tell when you um, have moved on. They can sense that. Because a lot of times people get comfortable because they're used to you staying. They're used to you. If you do leave, they can say a few things or buy you some flowers and you coming back, right? And so this realization that the mentality that once you stand on business, once you stick to your boundaries and you walk away for real, I have seen people have this almost animosity towards me because I chose myself. And I think that they thought that, okay, she'll take me back if I do this and I do that. A person that knows me truly knows that you can never buy me. Sorry, y'all, I had a call coming through, but I cannot be bought. I am very big on loyalty and trust. Whether you are a friend, whether you are a lover, whether you are my child, those who really know me know that I do not play when it comes to loyalty. And so for those who have betrayed me and just dropped the ball and just different things, I had a person to really have this, it would be like mood swings. They would come around when they felt like they could try to convince me to take them back. And then once they were clear that I wasn't going to shift from my decision of moving forward and moving on, it would be all this animosity. Their whole mood would change. They'd be sweet as pie the day before, and if I'm telling them no or they getting a clear she ain't about to be bothered, it will be this whole different person. And so those type of things let you know if a person truly has changed. Are their intentions pure? Are they really trying to come back and do anything different? And so, because I'm never going to say, oh, never take a person back from your past, because sometimes people do learn from their mistakes and they recognize what they have and they get it together and they bring it back on around and they come back right. But most times people are not committed to doing the work that it takes to really truly come back and correct the mistakes and progress forward. And so you end up taking them back and they come back into your space and put you through the same thing. And what I know personally is taking a person back, still trying to hold on to whatever you thought y'all had or whatever, it only ends up getting worse. The situation does not end up getting any better most times. They say all the right things, do all the right things, and once they get back in your space and they get comfortable again, you are going through those same things again and maybe even worse. So um when you are considering taking people back, see, I don't there's not an ex that I would ever go back to. Well, you know what, there is one person who we were able to still maintain a friendship, and this is because that person was very honest. We were able to communicate about our differences and our issues and things like that. It never really got ugly. Um, and we have a great friendship now. And but The point is, you want to be mindful if you are considering taking a person back or entering a situation again. You want to be mindful of their true intentions. You want to be attentive. You want to pay attention to their behaviors when they think that they can get their way versus when you're not necessarily flexing or bending to their way, or if they're trying to make you feel bad or feel guilty for your decision to create those boundaries. Then you have to really begin to look at people's intentions. You got to understand that um those two different people that you see in front of you is a precursor to what you're going to be dealing with if you were to take them back. So um I had just sorry, my baby's in the back sleeping, but this is just something that I have been reflecting on, because I was currently dealing with it, currently just constantly witnessing a person from my past who, is just a constant mood swings. And because we have a child together, it's not like I can just delete them from my life like I like to do, and fully walk away, because we do have a mutual interest. And so, don't let people make you miserable. Don't let people make you feel guilty for standing on your boundaries. Don't let them make you feel bad that you are choosing you, because at the end of the day, you the star of your own show. Main character energy. You matter. Your needs matter. And for women, most of the time, before we ever leave physically, we leave emotionally, we leave mentally. And before we even get there, we have pretty much exerted all of our efforts. We have tried, we have taken back, we have done all the things to try to make things work. And so at the point at which we actually finally leave, baby, stick a fork in us, we done. We done for real then. So, and that's what people don't understand. Like, as long as we as women are constantly, I'm leaving, I'm gonna be done. As long as we talking, you still got a chance. But when we make that silent move, it's a wrap, a whole wrap. So, these were just some of my thoughts that, I felt like sharing just in my time of reflection. Just noticing the mood swings and just learning how to navigate that and not allowing it. And I'm so proud of myself. And you got to celebrate yourself even when you see small changes within you in the healing journey. Don't underestimate the small changes, because for me, I'm very vocal. I'm going to say what I feel. I don't let a person silence my voice. If I am experiencing displeasure, I'm going to say it, because there were times where I didn't. And it caused so much problems and pain that just, that stuff can fester. So I say what I say, I mean what I say, and that's it. And I'm not gonna argue with you. That's the change that I see. The arguing is done. I'm exhausted of arguing. But when it comes to like our situation with us having a child together, I'm stating the facts. We sticking to what we talking about, which is a child, and outside of that, baby, everything else is irrelevant. And so, just learning how to navigate those conversations when you do still have to deal with that person is important. Not letting them pull you in with their negative energy. If they try to prompt a negative response from you, or they trying to get a reaction from you, because a lot of people do that when they see you moving forward. People can sense it. People can feel it, especially if it's somebody that you were in a commitment with, in a relationship with, or married to. They can sense when you are truly focused on you and your energy, you're going the opposite direction. And so sometimes they'll try to do something to get a response from you, a reaction. And so don't let them do it, and that's something that I recognize that, arguments and all that draining stuff used to mess up my whole day. You get into it with the person and it mess up your day at work. Your whole day be thrown off. You irritated. You fussing at everybody, the kids. Don't let it do that. Don't let it take away your day. Say what you mean what you say if something needs to be said, and if it doesn't, don't say anything. Ignore them and keep it moving. So But those are my reflections for today. Again, I'm just proud of me. My therapist always talks about, you know, talking about your wins. Like, you have to have those winning moments. And that is my winning moment. Just realizing that I'm not willing to let people shift my emotions anymore. That is a lot of control for a person to have control over you to the point that they can dictate your emotions. We ain't doing that. All right, y'all. So celebrate your wins. Reflect on yourself and see the things that you've done, the things that you're doing differently, and notice your healing. It takes time, but the baby steps still count. All right, peace.